Welcome to another episode of the Plaster Casters. My name is Shane. We're going to have a good time tonight, I promise you. On my left, the Peas, Severio Pisanelli.
Good evening, everybody. Ooh. So nice to see you again.
Yeah.
Get ready, buckle in, because here we
go. Next to him, the Striano brothers, Steven and Chris Striano.
Hello, hello. We are back, week 2.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
Oh, that's a fine shirt.
Fancy.
Live, well, taped from Las Vegas, Nevada, at Gorilla Cross Studios. We're going to do it to you again. This is episode 2. Come on and grab a hold of our rockets. I think we all know what that's from.
Yeah, my mother's going to watch this.
I'm sorry, everybody. I'm sorry. It's from an Ace tune. Ace Frehley, one of our most beloved rock and roll guitarists of all time, especially because he is in Kiss. Ace Frehley passed away. That was a killer for every last one of us. We're going to talk about it tonight, today, whenever you are watching on the Plaster Casters. With that said, where were you guys when you heard the news? Chris, where were you when you heard the news?
October 16th last year. Actually, I was on my couch and I was texting Steve and you. We were all involved in a group chat.
Right.
And we were all getting the word from social media that his condition was declining.
Right.
And we heard that he took a bad fall, but didn't really know how bad it was. A fall is a fall. And then all of a sudden, days were going by, and it was like, okay, his condition's getting worse. He's in a coma, and then we didn't know what was going on. And we were all texting about it, and then I think Steve got the text that said he's gone. And I remember we all kind of went quiet.
Nobody texted a
No,
word.
we all went quiet.
No.
And I remember, man, I was down for like a day or two. I didn't expect it, but you think that we spent decades following these guys and, listening to them and getting involved in everything that they do, their personal lives, music lives. And it's like a distant family member, and I remember I was down for a couple of days.
I mean, it's not only that, like, they've lived this long.
Yeah.
And it's almost like, for me, it was almost like hearing that Prince died or Michael Jackson died. You're just
Same
like, they
thing.
were with us
Our whole lives.
Our whole lives.
Yeah.
We didn't really know of something like this being this big in our lives happening. And the next thing you know, Ace Frehley is gone.
Yeah.
Steven, where were you?
I was at work. I was at work, and I was glued to social media because something came across my social media. There was a lead singer of another band. I don't know if I should mention his name or the band, but he posted Godspeed Ace Frehley.
Yeah.
And it was before it was officially announced. So I'm looking at that going, no, it can't be. Can't be. And then we finally got the official word like an hour or two later that he had passed. And I guess his family released a statement, which was the official word. Yeah. And it's kind of, like Chris was saying, he was down for a couple of days. I felt the same way. I mean, if you listen to what bands of the 70s would say about how Kiss influenced, or if you would hear from bands of the 70s, hear how the Beatles influenced them, right?
Right.
Or children of the 60s talk about how the Beatles influenced and how they affect their lives. Well, it was the same for me. Kiss was like my Beatles.
Right.
So losing Ace was definitely a blow. He's my first guitar hero.
Absolutely.
First guitar hero, first band I really got into.
I mean, yeah, it was absolutely insane. Peasy.
Yeah, it was well, you may know. I know you know, but I keep late hours, so I woke up to the news. just scrolling on my phone, and I'm starting to see, just going through YouTube, I'm seeing more Ace videos than I usually do, which usually means,
Yeah, it's not a good sign.
yeah. And so I took it pretty bad for those first couple of days. It really, it was a gut punch for me. I remember when I first heard, I just stared at the wall literally for like an hour, just mouth open, just silently. And especially, him being the youngest out of the four and
Right.
the most vibrant and the most fun out of the four. You never think, I never thought it would be him. As much as he liked to abuse himself and all that, I never
Right.
thought he would be the first to go.
I agree.
You know?
I agree.
Yeah.
And especially, just I had seen interviews with him just very recently from his passing, and he was just so vibrant and fun still.
Yeah, even at this point in his
Yeah.
life, he was still a pretty fun guy.
He
Especially
just
in
had so
interviews.
much life in him, man, and it hit me pretty hard. And if I think about it too hard, even still, it hits me pretty hard.
Yeah.
I guess that's part of the price of getting older, is you get to watch your heroes die.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And this is a case right here. I mean, and I almost never cry over celebrity deaths. I cried over only a handful. David Bowie,
Right. At the be-
Ace.
yeah, it's-
and outside of that, not really, But this one hit me pretty hard. It kind of hit me like a ton of bricks,
yeah.
I
I mean, it was the same thing for me because I was just watching Reddit. I was on Reddit heavily, especially the Kiss. Anything Kiss posted, anything anybody posted on Reddit about Kiss. So I'm looking at that constantly, and I'm kind of seeing these different posts about Ace falling down the stairs of his
Right,
home, and I'm like, okay, I'm sure he'll be fine. He's always had bad balance. That was one thing he's
Right.
always talked about, that he had bad balance, and nobody said anything about him hitting his head yet at this
Yeah.
point. But I'm like, I'm sure he'll be fine. Next thing you know, a couple days later, still scrolling on Reddit, people saying that he's in a coma.
Right.
Like, oh no, like people pulling for him. As soon as you start seeing posts about people pulling for him, you're just like, oh, good.
Yeah, that's not
boy.
good.
And then next thing you know, people are the same thing that Steven said, is that somebody, a member of a rock band that won't be named here, said that R.I.P. Ace, and everybody's at this point just going
Right,
like
right.
at this point it's starting to hit people pretty
Correct.
hard
Right.
that maybe Ace has passed away.
Right.
And then once that actual news comes out, then absolutely just devastating. I was on another podcast that we record here in this studio. It's a comic book gig that I was doing, and it was the same day that I heard he died. And at the end of the podcast, I found myself that I was breaking down. I was
Right.
like on
Right.
camera, breaking down the whole 9 yards. And that's how much it affected me. We've known this cat at least on his professional level for so long
Mhm.
that it is strange to feel this close to somebody that has done something that you've loved for so long,
Right.
and see this happen. I can understand what Michael Jackson fans and Prince fans have went through on the same level, just
Yeah.
because basically that is one of our favorite musicians of all time.
Correct.
And it's somebody that we've always dug his humor. We've seen multiple interviews with him, and now he's gone. So therefore, absolutely heartbreaking. One of the most heartbreaking moments in my life, as far as respecting somebody on that level. He's definitely a reason why I play guitar. There's no doubt about that. I thought I could pick up a guitar and be him. Of course I could not. I crashed right back down to earth, no pun intended, after that. But yeah.
One of the saddest parts about that is I learned shortly after that he and Gene had connected again.
Right.
They actually became
Heard
close,
that, yeah.
and they were actually recording
Right.
stuff together.
Yeah.
And I wonder if there's anything out that they recorded that they could put out.
At least it could
I would
put out.
love to
Yeah.
hear it. That would be so
Absolutely.
Gene
great.
always had a soft spot for Ace.
He did.
Yeah.
He did. Yeah.
I mean, vice versa.
Yeah.
Vice
Ace,
versa,
Ace did
yeah.
too.
Correct.
Ace knows what a hard ass Gene could
Right.
be. He was just at that point. He was just trying to say, because I remember Gene saying he didn't have any friends.
Yeah.
There was
Right.
a couple
And
of
Ace
reports
is like,
where
"I'm your friend."
I'm your friend.
Yeah.
You know, which is absolutely an amazing thing. I mean, that was. That was one of the personal traits that Ace did have. He did have a super soft spot for the other members of the band. He took Paul in, and Paul
Correct.
was on one of his records,
Correct.
not too many years ago.
Right.
But how do we feel about how the funeral went down? How do we feel about how the members of Kiss handled Ace's passing?
Some of them handled it better than others.
Absolutely.
There's certain things that just need to be left unsaid.
Right.
Offer your condolences. Try to be as sincere as possible, but some people just took it a little bit too far.
Yeah, Gene did not do that.
No.
Initially, he did.
No.
Initially, he did.
Yeah.
And then he made that comment after the funeral. I know Paul released that statement saying we lost an irreplaceable rock soldier.
Right.
And I know a lot of fans got on Paul saying, but you replaced him. I'm like, Ace left.
Yeah.
What did you want Paul to do? Just pack up and retire? No,
Right.
I mean,
Well, don't dress someone up just like him and prop him up on stage. I think
True.
that was their point.
True.
That was
Right.
the problem.
You know, and for the newbie fans, they don't know
right.
Ace from Tommy. They
No.
just see the silver makeup.
Sure.
So that's that guy.
That's the spaceman.
Yeah.
There's certain
but-
to certain fans, Tommy Thayer was the space man. I mean, not to me, but to certain fans, he was.
Yeah.
Because it's the makeup, it's the makeup that they're identifying with, not the musician behind the
Right.
makeup.
I mean, but that's the thing. When it came to Paul and Gene they always fell back on the same tropes that they've been falling back on for years once Ace passed. First, it was genuine feelings and genuine responses to his passing.
Sure.
Then it was constantly the same things they've always said. Ace had a lot of problems with drugs and alcohol.
The backhanded comments.
The backhanded
Right,
comments.
I get that.
And
Yeah,
these
they-
ridiculous things. And you know what? Nobody needs that.
No,
Right.
no.
They never miss an opportunity
Yeah, to slam it.
to slam those guys. Even after years of sobriety, you could argue whether or not he was truly sober or not. But there's no question that he cleaned up his act.
Sure.
Correct. Now, to Gene's credit, was he speaking out of frustration? Was he speaking out of anger that he did pass? At a
He could have.
You think he was?
He could have said things differently.
yeah, he could have said things differently, but
Yeah.
it could have been years of frustration building up, knowing that maybe Ace could have been a better musician or could have been a member
Sure.
of Kiss longer than what he was.
That's true.
Giving him the benefit of the doubt that's a possibility. I mean, but who knows?
Right.
Who knows?
We all know all four sides. We've read the books. We've seen all the interviews. They all have their gripes.
Yeah, absolutely.
But at a time like this, drop it.
No, drop it.
Put it to bed
Yeah.
already. Come on.
Keep it in
Yeah.
the can. Yeah.
Pete was great.
Yeah.
Pete was great.
Yeah.
Pete, as usual, was great.
Yeah.
Yeah. They always had that bond, Pete and Ace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seemed like, 2 against 2.
Yeah.
Shirts and skins.
That's a reality. Yeah.
My thing in a nutshell with Kiss, I think Gene and Paul could have lightened up a bit. I think Ace and Peter could have taken it a little more serious. Now that's me talking from the outside. I don't know how things were on the inside.
Right.
But from the outside looking in, that's the way I would sum it up in a nutshell.
Well, Ace and Peter were cut from a similar cloth, as in Paul and Gene were cut from a similar cloth. So birds of a feather flock together. You
Right.
know, Ace and Peter were street guys.
Right.
Peter was actually married when he joined Kiss, and Ace had a large group of friends where you have Peter and Gene were kind of like the loners who kind of found each other. In the band Kiss, and they put everything they had into Kiss, so they did take it more seriously, say, than Ace and Peter.
Yeah. And Ace and Peter, especially at a time where they were starting to get attraction and starting to get big.
Correct.
Once Alive came out and Alive is doing well, they're of course Paul and Gene are going to want to jump right back into the studio, and Ace and Peter did not. They
did not.
They were kind of burned out.
Correct.
So I can understand. Yeah. I can understand where Gene and Paul are coming from. It's like, this is the time to move probably harder than we ever should or we ever could. And I can see where Ace and Peter is like, can we just stop and smell some
can
sort
we
of roses?
smell the
give us
for
a,
a
give us a
minute?
few months to smell the roses
Right.
and enjoy our success a little bit.
And then we'll get back in the studio.
Not everybody's built for that pace.
Right.
The only thing I can compare it to, I'm going to digress a little bit. Bon Jovi in the late 80s. They had 2 tours back to back, Slippery When Wet in New Jersey. Each tour was a 250 night tour.
Crazy.
At the end of
That's
that,
crazy.
at the end of that, they said they were so burnt out on each other. They hated each other. They didn't talk to each other for 2 or 3 years.
Right.
Kiss needed that.
So you could see.
Yeah, I totally get it.
Yeah.
I totally get it. Yeah.
Yeah, but I agree with Chris's point that the Ace and Peter probably should have taken it a little bit more serious, and Paul and Gene should have lightened up.
Correct.
Yeah. But also Vinny, that's another thing. Vinny Vincent had a great, as much as we clown on Vinny, and a lot of people clown on Vinny, recently for some of the stuff he does, but he really did have really heartfelt sentiments for Ace's passing, and that was a beautiful thing he said.
It was beautiful.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
the word for it,
It
too.
was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was very, very nice and kind with his words. If you don't know what he said, like, look, he posted it on Twitter, so look it up on Twitter. It was a really fantastic sentiment that Vinnie Vincent put. But a lot of people did that. A lot of people, Ace meant a lot of things to a lot of
Yeah,
people.
Correct.
I mean, he truly was an amazing, amazing.
Yeah, I just
guitarist.
wish we could have got some of that from Paul and Jane.
I know exactly,
You
like
know,
real,
just heartfelt.
Yeah.
I mean, going back
was all
to
business.
the final show, they kind of got short shrift on that final show. Peter and Ace
Absolutely.
did. A brief mention, and then we move on. It was
it was it was like same exact show they did every single night for
Right.
night after
Right.
night after night. This is
Yeah.
the show they wanted people to pay. It was on pay-per-view, their very last show.
Yes.
For their retirement,
Right.
and they barely mentioned Peter and Ace. I don't even really. They didn't show any videos or
They didn't
anything
mention
like
Eric
that.
Carr at all.
Nothing was special
Right.
about anything they did,
Yeah.
and that is bad. Shame on you,
Yeah.
Paul and Gene.
But to Gene's credit, he did apologize for his comments.
Oh, that's
He
cool.
did. He did. He did.
All right, Gene. I'm sorry for yelling. Sorry for yelling. My bad. All right. With that said, and now that we've really talked about Ace's passing, we're going to talk about Ace's our favorite Ace tunes, like our top 5 favorite Ace tunes. We did Paul last week. If you haven't seen that episode, go on to our YouTube Schmur
It's
and
nice.
flew it because it's cool, man. You're gonna dig it.
yeah, man. Get down in the comments if you disagree or if you agree.
I know. Talk to
Let
us.
us know. Give us your own top 5. I know everybody's different.
Yeah. Plus,
know-
there's a lot to pick. There's a lot to choose
Yes.
Yeah, true.
from. I mean, for God's sake.
Especially if you incorporate all the songs that he wrote.
Yeah.
Which,
I mean,
which-
yeah.
Which I did. I don't know if everyone did, but
I did honorable mentions, which is the tunes that he wrote, but I picked my top 5, him singing and performing and best, like I combined the solos. and
Ace
him
songs that he sang on or
Yes.
wrote. You could put 2, right?
singing. Well, you can
That's-
do
Do
whatever
both.
you want.
Okay. Okay,
yeah,
cool.
I actually constructed 2 different top 5s.
Okay.
One's
All right, that's fine.
where he strictly
Cool.
sang, and ones that he wrote
Nice.
and sang.
All right, that's fine.
Who goes first?
Then the Peas goes first.
Go,
'cause
you go.
For God's sakes.
All
He's
right.
got a whole thing going on over
I
here.
got a whole thing, man.
Well, he's
I
got
mean,
2
it's-
lists.
He's got 2 separate lists.
19
I
lists.
made 2 separate.
How many lists you got? All right, go
We're
ahead.
just ordinary human beings.
Yeah.
We are.
Sometimes. Coming in at number 5. I've
All
got what do I got? I got Strange Ways.
All
Number
right.
5.
All right, fantastic.
Kind of undeniable that song, that solo. Holy moly.
Yeah, it's a
Lord
great song. Great
almighty.
tune.
Kind of unstoppable, that song. Number 4, I got Rip It Out.
Oh,
All right.
That's going to be on everybody's list, I think.
Sure,
it
I
is. It's
gotta be.
It's gotta
I
be.
gotta
on
be.
my list.
Yeah.
It's on my list.
On my list.
I mean, for reasons that are obvious.
It kicks ass. That
It
song
kicks ass.
absolutely kicks ass.
I mean, it's, again, talk about an opener for a record.
And it's the most, like, it's truly the most Kiss, like when you
Yeah.
for the everybody else is, well, Tonight You Belong to Me for Paul is fantastic, then Rip It Out is fantastic. Radioactive is okay, but you know what I mean. But
I
for
think
an
Rip It Out-
opener, fantastic.
I think
Paul,
Rip It Out
Paul was
is-
jealous of that song.
Paul even
Really?
Paul
He said
it
it
would have
should've
made
been a Kiss song.
It would have made a great Kiss song.
Wow.
I think it sounds the most Kiss-like out of any song off of any of the solos.
Yeah.
Rip It Out. So for obvious reasons, Rip It
Okay,
Out.
Rip It Out's great.
All right, number 3, I got Dark Light.
Ooh,
Fantastic.
that's a good one. That's a good one.
That
Dark
broken
Knight.
down solo in the middle is
Oh
just
my
everything
God,
you need.
yeah.
Plus, it's an AC tune. Like it's still, as far as the Elder is concerned,
Yeah.
it goes right along with the rest of that
It
record,
does.
which is themed,
Yep.
and then it's an Ace tune.
Yeah.
Like
100%.
still,
Ace
his
tune.
personality is in it.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. And just the little spoken asides
Oh, dude.
in that song, and you don't know what it is.
Shoot.
I thought that was so cool.
Who do you think you're fooling?
Yeah. Anyway,
Go ahead.
Dark Light, number 3. Number 2, I got Snowblind.
Ooh, it's a good one.
Fantastic.
Great
But
tune.
it's his solo album, so
It's a
everything.
solo
is-
album, yeah.
What's that song about anyway?
I don't know.
know.
There's speculation.
Who knows?
It's up for debate.
It's
I mean, not the best of choruses, but those verses were fantastic.
yes.
It's about a ski trip he was on.
Yes.
Exactly. Yeah, in Stowe, up in Stowe in Boston.
Moving around,
he
he gets in trouble.
So Snowblind, number 1, we got Parasite.
Nice.
Fantastic,
Nice.
dude.
I mean,
Gene sang it, but that's
Gene
obviously
sang
Ace
it,
wrote
Come on.
Ace penned, and again that solo, especially the live solo,
Yeah.
was fantastic.
Fantastic,
man.
yeah, it's great.
Fantastic.
great.
I mean, listen, most of Ace's tunes, you can tell he puts his heart and soul into it, especially with the solo, no matter who's singing it. But that one especially.
The ones that
He
he
kills
writes
it.
or sings on, it seems like he goes a little bit
Yeah,
extra
a little bit
on
extra.
those solos.
He does. He turns it
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
He turns it on. Sure, he
I
does.
don't want to say he holds back for his songs.
No, but dude, no, because we've seen examples of him doing exactly that.
Correct.
No matter who, Pete too, and
Yeah.
every one of Pete's songs, like Love Him, no, not Love Him, Leave, but Baby
Oh, it's
Driver.
my
Yep.
favorite song on Rock and Roll Over.
Come on, Dirty Living too. Like his solo is so good.
Right.
Oh,
on that.
Getaway, yeah.
Getaway is another one.
Yeah.
Fantastic
Yep,
Yeah.
stuff.
Hooligan.
Oh,
Yeah.
But do you know
Absolutely.
Getaway was written by Ace Frehley?
Yes.
That's an
Yeah.
Ace Frehley
Oh,
song.
yeah.
That
Song-
almost made my list. It's
Sung
on,
by
yeah.
Peter Criss. Yeah.
dude, come on,
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so your
that's
number
my
one is
five.
number
My
one is
number
Parasite.
one is Parasite.
Do
Yeah.
you have any honorable mentions before we move
I got
on?
honorable mentions. I got What's on Your Mind.
Oh, it's good.
Fantastic.
Fantastic. Rocket Ride, of course. You got to mention
Fantastic.
Rocket Ride.
Wow.
And yeah,
Love it.
that's me. That's my
Love
five.
it.
Love it.
Can't get enough. Christopher Tiberius Driano.
All right, number 5 for me. I love the sing-song quality about it. Speeding Back to My Baby. I dig it. It's fun. It's a fun tune.
Listen, that is a Chris Driano
It is.
song.
It absolutely is.
I've known you for a long
Anybody
time.
who knows me knows I like that song.
That's your type of song.
It absolutely is. Number 4, Dolls. I love it. It's off Frehley's Comet.
Oh,
I think it's
all
a
right.
great tune. It's one of my
It's
favorite
awesome.
songs on that album.
You know why?
It's great.
Because it's original.
It is. It's really cool.
I didn't even think to go
Yeah.
into the outside of Kiss Ace
What?
stuff. I mean,
That's
I would
one
have
of-
gone. Yeah, I know. There's a
We'll
couple.
come back later on in life, and we'll do. Of course, we'll do this
Yeah,
again,
we
and
do it
then
again.
we'll do like another 5. All right, go ahead.
Number 3, Rocket Ride. I think it's the best song on Alive 2 as far as the studio songs go. I
Yep.
think it's fantastic.
Yep.
And for me to say that, I am not the biggest fan of Ace's vocals, but I love that song.
That's a great song.
And the songs,
Yep.
all the songs I mentioned, I love, of course, obviously. And number 2, Rip It Out. To me, it's one of, inside or outside of Kiss, whatever, it's one of their best songs. I mean, even when they did it in concert, it's one of their best songs. And number 1, I know it's a cover, but this is the first time when I first saw the video for this, I think it was on the Headbangers Ball,
Yes.
Which one?
I know where he's going with
Into
this.
the Night.
Into the Night.
I
is a
love
great
it.
song.
I love the video when he's walking through the streets and
Yeah.
it's real dark, and I love that song. I didn't know he didn't sing it until I think you told me it was a remake.
Correct.
I'm like, oh,
I didn't
wow.
know that till just now.
Yeah, it's a cover.
It was a Russ Ballard song, the
Yeah.
same guy that wrote New York Groove.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No kidding.
I love that tune.
That's a great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When that was the first single for.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was.
Yep.
It was an amazing track, and I was just like, great. That made me more comfortable and more happy that his solo stuff outside of the band was going to be really, really good.
Right.
I mean, that was really
Into
the
the
first
night.
solo song outside of Kiss. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
And I remember everyone was waiting, so
Yep.
just anticipating what it was going to sound like. And they had, I remember all the music magazines had like the PV amp ad and stuff. Like
that
first time
was
you
dope,
really,
too.
first time you really
What,
saw them
the
outside
whole
of
band.
makeup. And,
Yeah.
yeah. And I remember just people were just, what's it going to sound like? What's it going to sound like? And I was just so happy that it didn't suck.
Dude, I
was
loved it.
I was so happy it was cool, man.
Who was it? Todd Howarth and
Todd
Anton
Howarth.
Fig?
Todd Howarth, yeah.
Anton
Man,
Fig
I
and
can't remember.
John Regan.
Right,
John Regan.
Yeah.
All right, fantastic.
I first saw it on the Headbangers Ball, of all places. I saw that video.
MTV.
cannot believe it. MTV, when MTV actually was halfway decent.
How about that?
Yeah. When they
you
showed
believe
videos, they played music.
Ooh.
What a concept, right?
What a
Right?
concept.
Yeah.
What a concept. Steve.
Well, just to make note, Ace had more solo records than Peter, Paul, Gene put together.
Yeah.
So he's got a huge collection. So I streamlined it. I kept
Okay.
the best Ace songs just when he was in Kiss, from 74 to 79.
Okay, I moved out.
But-
But go ahead.
Yeah, 74 to 79. So number 5, Strange Ways.
Word.
Now, granted, Peter Criss sang the song, but it was written entirely by Ace.
And it's great.
And it's a great song.
It's a solid tune, man.
Number 4, Cold Gin. It's a Kiss classic.
Another
It's a
one.
Kiss staple. They were playing it in concert up until the end.
And it's the most original, I think, for me, outside of 100,000 Years
Correct.
on that first album.
Correct.
Cold Gin is probably the most original tune
Agreed.
on it.
Agreed. Number 3, Parasite.
Fantastic.
It's all Ace. Again, he wrote that song all by himself. No outside songwriters, no co-writing credits.
Yep.
It's Ace Frehley. Number 2, Rip It Out, off
All
of
right.
the 1978 solo album. And number 1, Rocket Ride.
Nice.
Ooh.
It's a good list.
Rocket Ride.
It's a great list.
And as far as honorable mentions, we got to go to 1998 on this one. Psycho
Okay.
Circus, Into the Void.
Into the Void is a great song as well.
Underrated song because
And
of,
great solo as well.
Great
Into
song
the
on a
Void.
crap album.
Listen,
I hate that album.
Not the.
Well, here's the ironic thing. It took Ace had to change his lyrics and change the name of the song for that song to make the album. And in hindsight, it's
That
one
I
of the
know.
best songs on the album.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By far.
Listen, when it came to Psycho Circus, it's Gene's songs. All of Gene's songs I dig, and Journey of a Thousand Years is one of my favorite Gene songs.
Yeah.
But after that is Into the Void is on top. After that, that's how much I love. Just Gene and Paul. I'm sorry, Gene and Ace's tune is my favorite song on that record.
Well, the little story behind the Into the Void, the original name of that song was Shakin' Sharpshooter.
For real?
Yes, Shakin' Sharpshooter. And Gene did not like the lyrics, but he liked the music. So he
Right.
told Ace, change the name of the song and change the lyrics. So he went up to a room that was above the studio.
Right.
He had 45 minutes, came down with new lyrics.
And that
New-
was it?
Yep, a new
Nice.
title of the song, and it made the album.
I didn't
and
know
it
that.
was one of the best songs on the album.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
That is impressive.
Yes.
It is. I didn't know that.
Listen, not only is it impressive that Ace did that, but it's impressive that Steven knew that.
Yes. Steven knows these little things.
I had no clue.
Yeah.
Are you out of your mind? He's the Mr. Spock of this podcast. He really does know everything. All right, I'm going to go. Number 5 for me is Wiped Out. I love Wiped Out from the 78 solo record. It is wild. It's just a wild tune. It is fun. The lyrics are fun. The guitars are fun. It's just a fun, it's a fun chorus. The chorus is very fun. And Ace used a lot of echo in these, like his whole record kind of has like an echo vibe to it, where he's using a lot of echo things and different sounds, which a lot of the other band members did not do. So Wiped Out from his solo album is number 5. Number 4 is Hard Times from Dynasty. That solo is one of the best solos I've ever heard, and it matches the song perfectly. I know Chris doesn't like the vocals on this song, He's not a big fan on Hard Times, but for Dynasty, I just thought it's the most rockin' tune and the most Ace-like tune.
It is.
For sure.
On that
Dynasty.
album, it is. I agree.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Number 3 is Rocket Ride, of course, because he's using the phalange sound on his guitar, which is very Ace-like. It's very space-like.
Yes.
Which is dope. I dig that. And it is one of the it's like one of the singles from Alive 2 that actually reached number 39 on Billboard.
It did.
Like, at
I didn't
the
know that.
time. Like, it's
Did
a
it hit the top
huge.
40? No kidding.
Yeah, it was huge. Like, that's huge for them. Ace played every instrument on Rocket Ride except for drums, and guess who played drums on Rocket Ride was Pete.
Peter
Peter
Criss.
played drums on Rocket Ride. You can tell, you could tell Peter's drumming
Right, you could tell
style
it's
and
him.
all that. Number 2 is from the Anomaly album that Ace put out. It's Sister. Sister is the weirdest tune. I had to look it up to make sure that it wasn't a cover.
Right.
I'm just like, this song is nuts. Like, for
Right.
Ace to put out a tune that sounds like this is nuts at that time. I think
Right.
can't remember what year the album came out. Steven, do you know? It's like 2010,
2010,
maybe?
2012, 13,
12, something
right
like
in
that.
there. Yeah.
But Sister is a ridiculously rocking song. Like, it's crazy. I can't change my way. Like, it's super
Yeah, right.
Ace style. Like, it's almost like, it sounds like it's from his solo album in 78, but it's super, super dope. Number 1 for me, and I knew nobody was going to pick this. I knew people would probably pick Rip It Out before this one, but it's the most different sounding song for 1978. This is on his solo record. I'm in Need of Love.
Great song.
I'm in Need of Love is nuts. It's just a nuts song. It's a very Hendrix type of song for Ace to be putting out.
Great guitar work on that
So
song.
the solo,
Yes.
where it double times the solo
Yes.
on that song is absolutely incredible and crazy. I love it with all my heart and soul. But I'm in Need of Love. Honorable mentions, of course, Dark Light, then Cold Gin, and then Parasite. And then Strange Ways, of course. But those are my favorite Ace tunes, without a doubt. They are insane and nutty.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right.
Easy cat, man. They are serious.
We're going to move on now because we love Ace so much. We're going to move on to Kiss covers. Like, does everybody dig this new topic? Kiss covers. Does everybody...
Yes.
Is everybody down with that? What are your favorite Kiss covers? Some of them, at least, because
there's
there've been
so many.
3 billion Kiss covers throughout the years. Like, I was so just set on listening to Hard to Believe and then
Right.
Kiss My Ass.
Right.
But apparently, everybody and their mother has put out a Kiss cover
yeah,
at
correct.
some
Yep.
point.
Well, I think Anthrax put out enough Kiss covers to fill an album.
To fill a record,
To fill an
yeah,
album,
throughout
yes.
the years.
Sure.
So we'll discuss that and then see what your favorites are, what you don't like. But for God's sakes, I mean, we only have time for probably your favorites. So we'll start with Steven. What are some of your favorite Kiss covers?
Okay, this is a wide range, and it covers a lot of artists from a lot of different genres.
Absolutely. I mean, dude.
So we're going to pick a song from one of my favorite Kiss albums. I mentioned it last episode, The Elder, music from The Elder.
Absolutely.
Cher did a cover of A World Without Heroes back in 1991.
And I've never heard it.
It was called Love Hurts. That was the name of the album, Love Hurts, and she covered that. And I think she does a beautiful job vocally on that.
Really?
Yes.
That is good.
Yes.
Yeah.
You heard that one piece?
I have
heard it.
that,
I
yeah.
don't think I've ever
He,
heard
he,
it.
he played it for me
Could've sworn you
earlier.
heard it.
It was.
Send it to me, somebody.
I will send it to you after the show.
Thank you.
Fantastic version of that song.
We'll put out, underneath the Schmurr, we'll put out links to most of our favorite Kiss covers. Probably not all of them, but the ones that we think are the best ones. So go ahead.
Now to kind of cover, I'm kind of covering all genres here, and you'll figure that out once you hear my whole list. Strutter, number 4 by the Donnas.
Great.
Fantastic!
Kind of
I
a
love
punk,
the Donnas.
kind of a punky
Fantastic.
vibe, right?
Yeah.
Kind of a punk
Yep.
rock vibe, but they really do a great job
Yep.
on that song.
It basically stays on track on the road, but it's still a wonderful cover.
Yes, it is.
They just because it's them, it's really wild to hear them
Right.
do Strutter. Yeah.
And moving along to number 3, Hard Luck Woman by Garth Brooks.
That's fun.
It's a fine tune.
It's fun.
It really shows you, Garth Brooks being a country artist, his interpretation of that song, how it could stay kind of in the same parameters of the way where Kiss had it,
Right.
but be very, very country.
Absolutely.
And
Yeah,
I think it was
it's-
brilliantly done.
Yeah, it's dang near a country
Yes.
song, Peasy, huh?
It really is, yeah. I mean, I know he wrote it for Rod Stewart, but that's a country song.
That's a
Come
country
on.
song.
It is.
Who we fooling?
And now we're going to go a little heavier. We're going to move into the heavier side of Kiss covers here.
Okay.
God of Thunder by White Zombie.
All right, that's
That's
a great
very
one.
good.
They really
great.
outdid themselves
Yeah.
on that song. They really did. Again, they worked within the parameters of how Kiss
Sure.
recorded that song, but
And
it was
1,000
very much.
people have done God
White-
of Thunder,
yeah.
Steve.
But it was very much White Zombie.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And number one, I mentioned them before. Anthrax.
Oh,
Yeah, it's fantastic.
If
yeah.
any band does Kiss justice, it's Anthrax.
Anthrax.
It's Anthrax.
Huge fans.
Yeah.
Yeah, Anthrax.
So that's my number one. By Anthrax.
Oh, fantastic. Christopher.
I Want You by the Galactic Cowboys. Absolutely fantastic. They grunge it up. For some reason, I love when grunge bands do Kiss songs, for some reason, which leads me to Going Blind by the Melvins.
I know. That's on
Absolutely
my list.
It's so slow and melodic and so grungy. It's great.
Heavy.
Heavy.
It's
It's
super
heavy.
heavy.
It's super heavy.
Yeah.
Corey Taylor from Slipknot doing Got to Choose. It's
Yeah,
absolutely
absolutely.
fantastic.
That's on my list.
It's
as well.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
And of course, Strutter
Yeah,
by
the
the
Donnas.
Donnas.
Yeah. Can't go
I
wrong.
love in the video they dress up like
Listen.
them. It's fantastic.
Yes.
Listen,
Oh boy, here we go.
no one loves the Donnas as much as Chris Tiberius Trim. If anybody loves the Donnas, it's him. And I knew that was going to be his top.
No, it's not actually.
I mean,
It's one of them. Watching You by Anthrax
Okay, yeah.
is absolutely, it's sick. It's a sick
I know
version.
we listened to that together, PZ. I remember one
We
time.
did.
Yeah, we got
The
together.
cowbell in that, it works. It just works. Yeah.
I'm standing here, not far away.
Yeah.
PZ?
Well, not to break the chain, but I also have, and this is in no particular order.
I know, just do your thing.
Yeah, Donna's Strutter.
course.
I
Nice.
love,
It's just great.
love
Nice.
the Donnas. I've seen them live a couple of times, and
That's 3 for 3, Shane.
3 for 3.
It's
And
great.
I gotta say that she actually, her vocal delivery is very Ace-like. I've always thought so.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, so that's
I've
extra
never
cool
thought.
points
I've
for
never
that.
really thought about that before.
Yeah.
But yes, her vocal delivery is very. It is like I can hear it inside my head. It's
Yeah.
very Ace-like.
Right. I mean, yeah, and that goes across all their songs. I love her
Yep.
voice. I wish they'd get back together, man. You know. Anyway, we got Doro Pesh.
Doro
from,
Pesh.
from Warlock, the chick lead singer.
Yeah.
She did Only You. I believe Gene.
Really?
Yeah, I believe Gene was actually played on that song.
Yes.
I haven't heard that.
Yes.
Yeah,
You got to
it's really-
shoot that to me.
I will do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. It's really good.
Son of
And she's got that kind of sexy, whispery,
Yeah.
Yes, she does.
yeah,
It's
ominous
hot.
voice.
I want to hear that.
Yeah, it's really good. And
Well, I
again,
bet you do.
She's easy on the eyes too.
Really?
Yeah.
yeah, she's kind of pretty. And Melvins, gotta go.
Yeah, the Melvins.
The Melvins version of Going Blind is
it's,
killer.
It's really good.
Yeah, along with the Dramarama's version of Going Blind. I don't know if you remember that.
Dude.
It was on a greatest hits package that they did. I don't think it appeared on one of their regular albums.
I'm sure we listened to it together.
Absolutely did. Yeah,
But I
absolutely
can't
did.
remember it. Dang it. Oh,
And,
I love Dramarama. That's a great band.
Yeah,
Last
yeah,
year,
their version
and-
of Going Blind.
Yeah.
I mean, while we're talking about Going Blind, might as well throw Dinosaur in
Dinosaur
there too.
Jr.
Yeah.
on Kiss
Yep.
My Ass is a
Yep.
great rendition of Going Blind. And the best thing about that cover and most of these covers is that they keep their own
Personality,
identity and
yeah.
personality
Correct.
into it.
Yep.
But it's still a Kiss cover and it's still fantastic.
Going back to Garth Brooks, working within the
Absolutely.
parameters of what Kiss, how they wrote that song, but making it very country.
Yeah.
Perfect
which is
example.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, and to wrap it up, I'll just say, I mean, of all the many Anthrax covers that they did, probably my favorite is "Love Her All I Can"
Oh, yeah. Yes.
with Gene and Paul doing the backing vocals on
Yes.
that.
Yeah.
So cool.
It's really
so
cool.
cool. Yeah, yeah.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
Shane?
Here's the thing. I just burped.
Oh
That's
my
okay.
God.
I got no class.
Holy
Here's the thing when it came
kids
to.
might see this.
I know, right? I should be ashamed of myself, but I'm not.
Get it
Corey
together.
Taylor from Slipknot, his version of "Got to Choose." The best thing about that is that they fade away with the "Lover All I Can."
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
riff
Yes.
until it fades away, which is super, super cool. I'm just going to quickly name a bunch of different ones that I dig. There's a band called Whiskey Hell that does Wouldn't You Like to Know Me?
Ooh.
That's amazing.
I gotta
heard
hear
that.
That's an
that.
amazing one.
I got to hear that.
There is a band called The Black that does The Oath.
I've heard that.
That
It's
is
good.
super good.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. The Foo Fighters did Ozone.
Yeah.
Speaking of, going
I haven't
back
heard
to
that.
the
I
Ace,
totally forgot
it's
about that.
amazing. Of course, like it's the same thing. It's Dave Grohl, it's Foo Fighters, and then they're doing Ozone. So it's sped up a little bit. It's a little bit heavier, and it's super, super great. On Kiss My Ass, Calling Dr. Love is covered by this just group at the time called Shandy's Addiction. if you
Shandy's
remember
Addiction.
that,
I remember
Steven.
them. Yes, I do.
It's Keenan and Tom Morello and Billy Gould and Brad Wilkes from various bands, of course. The Lemonheads do Plaster Caster on that.
That's
record
pretty good.
as
I like
well,
the
which is
Lemonheads.
pretty
Yeah.
good. Megadeth does a cover of Strange Ways.
It's fantastic.
Which is
Yes, they do.
amazing.
It's absolutely fantastic.
It is
Yeah.
amazing, amazing. There's a band that's just out there called Minefield. I don't know if they're still around. I have no idea what year this is put out, but they do All American Man. I tried to pick the bands that did the weirdest kind of songs in
Yeah.
a way.
Yep.
Somebody I can't. Oh, we want to talk about Chris Jericho's group Quarantine, who did
Right.
a bunch of
No,
Kiss
No, No.
covers. They did No No No.
Yeah, 80s tunes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did a lot
Jericho
of 80s
loves the
tunes.
80s Kiss.
Loves
He
it.
loves the
Yeah.
80s Kiss.
Favorite
which,
Kiss.
Which
which
is amazing.
That's me right there.
I know that. It was absolutely amazing. You told me about that. Like Chris texted me about that Chris Jericho has this band that's out that got together during COVID. I believe that's what they're called,
Yeah.
Quarantine.
Yes, quarantine.
And they basically Zoom called each other and they just put this kind of EP out. Or there's quite a few songs, but it's fantastic.
Yeah, it's really good. Very well done.
Yeah. And last but not least for me is The Sword. I love the band The Sword because they are heavy, they are dark, but they're not dark, but they're dark, right? Peace?
Yeah, I'd say so.
The Sword, and they do She. They do a fantastic rendition of She, which you should probably check out,
Nice.
everybody. And I'm going to put that in the schmur at the bottom of the Flea Flu.
You think they do it better than Anthrax?
It's different.
It's different. Yeah, Chris is like it's different. It's different.
Yeah.
Anthrax is Anthrax. Like of course we're gonna dig everything that Anthrax kind of does
Sure.
because they get it. Like
get
we
it.
all know Anthrax gets it.
Yeah.
But once you see a band that's not normally known for doing covers, or especially not for Kiss covers, like The Sword. When I heard She, I was just like, it's The Sword doing She, and it's
Right.
pretty amazing. They stay within the parameters of this song itself, but it's super, super great.
Honorable mention, Skid Row, there's a really good version of Come On and Love Me.
Absolutely.
right.
Which is
I totally
really
forgot
good.
about
It's
that.
really good.
They do.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Another
That's so
honorable
good.
mention. There's a band called Yorn, Jorn, that does a killer version of Naked,
Naked City.
Naked
Yeah.
City.
Really?
Absolutely.
I
yeah.
gotta check that out. I
Yeah,
wanna
it's
hear
really
it.
good. They stay
I
really
love
true.
Naked City.
Stay
They stay
true to
really
it.
true to the original. Yeah.
But they add certain things and detract certain things, and it's
Right.
just really, really good. I have this on my list right now. I knew you probably would have heard it. That's fantastic, huh?
Yes.
How you liking it so far? How much time we got? No, I'm just kidding. How much time we got? Like we're not rambling, are we? Oh,
Okay,
fantastic.
we got plenty of time.
We're on time.
Yes.
Look at us go.
Easy, cat man. They are serious.
All right.
See?
All right, Kiss News. That is next. Word is you can have lunch
Oh,
with
boy.
Gene.
Is it lunch? Is it lunch?
It's
Or is it
dinner.
dinner
I think
with
it's
Gene?
dinner.
It's
It's
steak
dinner
dinner
with
at
Gene,
the one of the hotels.
But you got to buy him dinner.
Yeah, you have to pay for it. It's at Rio.
He's
It's at
not
the Rio.
taking you out to dinner
Yeah.
because
No.
you're a fan. You got to
Yeah.
take him out
Take
to dinner.
him out to dinner.
Right.
It's $5,000 a pop and it's
Yeah.
sold out.
And it's sold out?
I think.
It's sold out.
That's a
think
lot of dinners.
One of the pairs of dates is still
Okay.
up for sale.
Okay,
yeah, 'cause
maybe.
I know
Yes.
there's two
Oh,
pairs.
is
Okay.
there?
Okay.
It's a 2-day deal.
Right.
You're getting for
It's
you
2 nights.
and for
Yeah.
2 people though.
Right.
Okay, 5th
Yeah,
and
you and a
6th.
guest.
May
A guest,
5th and
yeah.
6th. Oh, no, that's Oh, that's
How
even
many
old.
dinners is this man eating in a month?
I know, for God's sake.
Like with fans that are
What's going
$5,000
on?
for $5,000 a pop.
I mean, with that, is it worth it?
Right.
Would it be absolutely worth it to eat
Okay,
dinner
Gene,
with Gene?
he's an interesting guy. His story,
Is he going to be interesting in this?
well, I don't know, but he is an interesting guy. And I mean, when I heard about it, I'm like, it's Gene being Gene. I'm like, nobody's forcing you to pay this money. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. I actually said it was crazy at first until I mentioned it to my wife. And she's like, well, why aren't we going? And my view totally changed on it. I'm like, hold on a minute.
Yeah,
I'm
why
like,
aren't we going?
I'm like, you're okay with this? She goes, you love Gene, you love Kiss. It's a once in a lifetime thing. Well, two
She
times
talked
in a
you
lifetime.
into it.
And she's not even a fan.
God love you, Joy.
And
Boy, you got a good one.
I know, and I'm like, Joy, it's $5,000. She goes, so it's something you want to do, right? Then it's worth it.
What a wonderful
I'm
woman.
like,
I mean, what's money for if you can't do cool shit with it?
you know what?
Right?
She said next, if he does it again, let me know in advance and we will go. I'm like, oh my God almighty.
I would like to know how many people are going to be attending this dinner.
Yeah, I don't know how many. I
If
don't
it-
know. Yeah.
492.
Is
That's
it
what I'm
just
saying.
is it just one dinner with all the guests, or is it like private dinners?
No,
I don't know.
How does it work?
I didn't see
It's
the
at the
details on-
steakhouse.
yeah.
It's at the steakhouse, the Voodoo Steakhouse.
Okay.
And he's giving away signed bases.
I think that's a different package. Though.
Is it? Okay.
That's
okay.
$6,500
Okay,
for the base.
okay, okay.
But you don't
Deluxe.
get the other stuff.
Oh, really?
You just get the base. You kind of
Okay, I'd
give
rather
up
have
the
the
other
dinner.
stuff, yeah.
The hell with the base.
I'd rather have the base.
I would like to meet Gene.
for the
Agreed.
$5,000 package. It does come with kind of a cool little. It comes in like a leather base.
Oh, it's beautiful.
case.
It's beautiful.
Right.
Yeah.
And inside that case is a bunch of like worn items and a couple of pieces of original memorabilia and some
Right.
some really cool ephemera and memorabilia comes in this case for the $5,000.
Right.
$6,500 just gets you the base.
Okay.
And you can kiss the rest of that stuff goodbye.
That makes sense. I'd rather meet him.
Yeah.
I'd rather meet him.
Yeah, you get to meet him in both cases.
Yeah. I'd rather have dinner with him. That'd be cool. I think that'd be
Yeah.
cool.
Well, you already met him.
I did.
You met him at work.
Yes.
That shall not be named.
Yeah, we can't name it. But
No.
I did meet him. He wasn't overly friendly, but he wasn't a jerk.
He was just
So,
weird.
He didn't leave. He was a little weird. He didn't leave like a foul taste in my mouth or anything.
Right.
I didn't have a negative opinion of him. It was Gene. If you know Gene, you know how Gene is.
That's the thing.
You kind of expect it.
Yeah.
Right.
If you didn't know him, you would think he's a complete maniac.
Right.
You got
But
that
since
Right.
we've grown up with his weirdness,
Yeah.
like we've seen his weirdness on camera,
Yeah.
I guess you were prepared
Right.
for weird Gene.
Right. Yeah. I was expecting what I got. Which it wasn't very friendly, but what are you gonna do?
I got what I was expecting.
Yeah.
Yeah, a weird man.
Yeah.
A weird
Let's
7-year-old man.
let's just hope you don't pay $5,000 for that. You know what I
See,
mean?
I don't want weird. Well,
No, I think if you're having dinner with him, you're gonna have conversation. The thing
what
is,
the hell is he talking about?
That's
though?
why I was saying I
he's-
want to know how many people are at this dinner. If you can actually have a conversation and pick his
that
brain
would
a
be
little
cool
bit.
because you know when he's there, he's gonna be performing. He's gonna be in his
course.
performing.
He's gonna be
mode.
on.
He's
yeah.
not gonna be his normal Gene.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
You know, when I
You know.
was,
If you break my heart, go.
but I'll be back again. Cause
that nasal stuff, we were great.
But yeah, it's odd. But listen, when Chris's wife just goes, yeah, why aren't we going? I mean, Chris, I can just see him go, oh, what?
I was
could
talking to my wife in the
possibly
car.
go?
I was on Bluetooth in the car. I almost got into a car accident. I'm like, what?
Seriously?
I expected this is the dumbest thing. Don't ever ask me for that, and we
Yeah.
are never going.
You
She
out of
was
your
like, let's
mind?
go.
Next thing you know, Chris is in the Wells Fargo drive-thru taking out $5,000 from his checking account. Yeah.
Gotta be kidding me. All right. We'll ignore. So the next thing we'll just ignore. All right, we're gonna go to the Kiss album spotlight. Woo! Oh, hey!
Let's do it.
We're moving on, Quan. Hit me with something.
Oh, hey.
All right, there
Yeah,
you
that's
go.
good enough.
I want to know. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, hit me with all of them.
Well, this album,
Oh, yeah. 2000.
that album's worth it. It's worth all of them.
He's out of his mind. All right. We're going on to Kiss Spotlight to Kiss's MTV Unplugged. What do we
Fantastic.
think of this album? Is it dope? Is it super dope? Is it ill? Is it swass?
It's Swass, I think.
I think
I
it's
have to put
Swass.
Swass on that.
Yeah. And we'll talk about whether if this album wasn't, if this performance wasn't successful to Kiss fans, and if Revenge, the album would have done better, do we think that a reunion tour would have happened? Okay, so we'll start with, who wants to go first?
I'll go first. Oh, you go first. Go ahead, Steve. You go.
Steve, go first.
There's a lot of what ifs, because would they have sidelined Eric Carr for the reunion tour if he hadn't passed away? You got to think about that too.
Absolutely.
But if there is an interview with Ace Frehley back in 1988, 89, talking about a possible Kiss reunion, that Paul and Gene were talking about it and were up for it, and that was 3 yehave before Eric Carr passed away.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but if Revenge would have been as successful as everybody hoped it would have been and should have been, I don't know. There would have been no reason for them to go in that direction. Because
Yeah.
if you kept on hearing Gene and Paul talk, they wanted to stick with their current lineup. They were trying to make a home.
It's trying everything in their power not to bring back
Right.
Peter and Ace.
Well, they were trying to make a home. They always said they're trying to make a home for Eric Singer, and with Bruce Kulick, who was already with the band at that point since 1984.
The most wonderful human being that the world has ever known.
Oh,
What
yeah.
a peach.
Great guy. Great
Go
guy. So
Just want to lay that out there.
who knows? Because I think it was after they recorded Carnival of Souls. I think they looked at it after they were done. First of all, they shelved it for 2 years.
Yeah.
I know.
It was a great album. It had a great collection of songs, but it wasn't the direction I think that they wanted to go in, because at that time, grunge was now getting ready to come to an end.
Right.
I mean, this was
I
95.
mean, it was
This was
definitely
95.
creeping up on, yeah.
So it was like, okay, do we continue in this direction? Revenge didn't sell that well. The tour didn't sell that well. So do we continue to go in this direction, or do we go back to putting on the makeup and almost have a guaranteed success
Right.
with getting the original
reunion.
members back? Whether they put out a new album with the original members or not, just putting the makeup on and going back on tour was almost a guaranteed success.
Yeah.
So they went
At that point,
they
absolutely.
went with the safest
Yeah.
path that they could have taken
With the most money.
Yeah.
with the most money.
Yeah.
Jeez.
But there's a lot of what ifs at that point. I mean,
Christopher.
I loved Unplugged. I'm glad they did it. When I listen to,
It's pretty.
there's a couple of songs that when I hear those songs, I rarely listen to the album version. I listen to the Unplugged version,
Such as?
and that's Coming Home.
Yeah.
When they opened up with Coming Home, I'm like, wow, I can't believe
That's
it.
amazing.
That was a great opener.
And then Going Blind.
Yep.
I listened to the Unplugged version before I listened to the Hotter Than Hell versions, and I loved the Hotter Than Hell version. But those Unplugged versions were so
They're
good.
special.
Really special. And I also loved their version when they did, not Black Diamond, it was Nothing to Lose.
Yep.
Absolutely fantastic. They all got together and sang on that. Peter was just so happy.
He was happy.
He was in like heaven.
Yeah.
I thought that was great. But the only thing I didn't like is what the Unplugged led to. I was against the reunion.
he was.
Yeah, because you love.
Yeah.
Chris
I was
was.
against it.
He was.
And I just got into Kiss in 1991, and now they're going to become a nostalgia act. I wasn't ready for that. I wanted new music.
A big nostalgia act, but a nostalgia
I
act
wanted new
nonetheless.
music. And I was working on Blockbuster Video at the time. This guy used to come in. We used to just talk about Kiss, and he was with me on it. He goes, why are they doing this now? They finally got a great album. They're heavy metal again, and then they're throwing it all away to become a nostalgia act. I agreed. I didn't like it. But with that being said, I'm glad I went to see the reunion
I
tour.
know.
It's something I thought I would never see, and I'm glad I got to see it.
Easy.
Yep.
Well, I mean, going back to Unplugged, it was the springboard that led to the reunion.
Yeah.
But was that what it was intended to do?
I don't know. You're right. Like we don't
You
know
hear it,
exactly.
you kind of hear
what
people say it was
I
the
think it
litmus
might have
test.
been.
It was kind of the litmus test, but was
Yeah, I
it?
think it might have been.
I kind of think it was. I mean, but, well, you got to remember before Unplugged, they did the Kiss conventions.
Kiss convention, yes, they did.
In which
was huge.
Peter infamously got up and joined the band for a couple of tunes, and it went very well. And I think they were like, you know what, this whole us and Peter thing went so well. There's only one more piece of the puzzle to fit into this, and then we might have something here. So I think but I think the conventions
Correct.
were the seed, and then Unplugged,
Which we went to.
which was fantastic.
It was fantastic.
It was fantastic, yeah.
And that was here in Las Vegas?
Yeah,
We
absolutely.
didn't go. We were supposed to go.
We were
didn't
supposed to go. That was at the Sands convention, wasn't
we
it?
would have bumped into you.
Yeah.
We were there.
Sure.
Yeah, $100.
Yeah, it was $100.
$100. It was
Phenomenal.
it was like
we had no choice, Pease.
I mean,
but
what
to
are
go.
we going to do? Not go? It's so silly.
We had no
But
choice.
But I thought Unplugged was a fantastic album. I mean, it was one of the rare times I had my Halloween plans fell through, so I was stuck at home just by myself. So I poured myself a drink and said, "Hey, Unplugged is on," and so I watched it, and I was just, especially they just starting with Coming Home.
I couldn't
I'm
believe
like,
it. I was
What
like,
a,
wow.
what a perfect opener.
Perfect.
Can't beat
Perfect.
it.
You know.
Can't beat it.
And right down to the set, the rock and roll over.
Fantastic.
on
The stage.
floor, the
Yeah,
stage with all the yeah, it was really cool. And the renditions, like you said, sure knows something.
Great.
Fantastic.
Great.
So good.
I didn't think that could be done acoustically.
Me
and they
neither.
nailed it.
Oh.
And the harmonies,
Yeah.
were just perfect.
Perfect.
What I do, what for me it was like I Still Love You.
I
was
Still Love You.
perfect.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
2000 Man, I love.
2000 Man was
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yep.
Just
yeah,
a
Paul was
beautiful
still
thing.
at the peak of his powers vocally.
Yeah.
He still had all, Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was a home run.
Going Blind, Mr. Make Believe, not Mr. Make Believe, but See Tonight.
See You Tonight.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
I couldn't believe he did those songs. Could
Yeah.
not believe it.
Amazing.
He probably hasn't done those songs in 20 years before that.
It's probably somebody else's idea to even
Yeah.
do at least to do See You Tonight. I mean that's pretty wild.
It was the deep tracks that they chose
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
that.
What Without
made-
Heroes.
really
Yes.
cool.
Yeah.
What Without Heroes
Yeah.
as well.
That
Great
made
song.
that made the whole show.
Yeah.
The song list made the whole
it.
show.
But I'm kind of with you, Chris, on that. I do kind of wish that they had stayed the course. I mean, yes, Revenge, it didn't sell. It went gold. It didn't
did.
go platinum, but
No,
it did go
it did.
gold.
Yeah.
And but more importantly than the record sales, they had respect again.
Yes.
I mean,
They found
Yes.
themselves on solid footing again.
Yes. Yeah.
They looked cool again, and they were no longer the butt of the joke that they were for so many years prior to that.
Sure.
4 or 5 years straight of just being this kind of a goofy goof
Yeah.
with Asylum
They're-
is
they're-
out, Crazy Nights is out, and they were just kind of goofballs. And then when Revenge comes out,
The joke stopped.
all black
Yeah.
all the jokes stop. They're
It stopped.
hevier than ever.
Yeah.
and
That
I
was heavier
thought
than
that was
ever.
a solid foundation for them to have built something great upon.
Yes.
And it makes me wonder
Yep.
what could have been if they kept going down that path.
That's what I always said.
And you got to ask yourself, would I trade the couple of shows that we saw with the
Right.
original lineup
I would.
to see what would have happened?
Shoot. I don't know. Those shows are pretty good.
Those
They
shows
were great. They were.
They were great shows, man.
I'm not saying it's a slam dunk
But,
one way or the other,
but I agree. I agree.
you know.
I agree with you. But after, especially after Carnival of Souls, that album coming out and how great those songs were and how different they were from anything they've ever done.
Yeah.
The thing that Kiss has stood their ground upon is how different every album sounds and how they can kind of go with the flow and change their musical styles whenever they want.
They get no credit for that.
They
by
get
the
no
way.
credit for that whatsoever. And I just thought Revenge and Carnival of Souls, it was a different kind of sound, and they were heavy, and their voices matched that heaviness.
It
Yep.
did. It did.
You know what I mean?
But I think Gene and Paul kind of equate things a little bit differently than we do as fans.
Yeah.
They really do.
What do you mean by that?
Well,
If it makes money, they'll do it.
exactly.
Yeah.
If you look at all the credit that Gene and Paul give Destroyer. Was Destroyer
Right.
their best album
No.
of the 70s? No.
No.
But it sold the most.
Yeah.
It made them the
It was
most
a
money.
success.
Yes. It sold over what 4 million copies?
Sure.
5 million to date, maybe.
What a great record.
Great record. But
I mean, it had a lot of great songs on it, but what a great record.
But musically, was it the best of the 70s? No.
No.
Wasn't even close. I can name 3 albums right off the top of my head.
Rock and roll. Yeah,
Their first
I agree.
album, Rock and Roll Over,
Hotter than hell, Just to Kill.
All of them.
Yeah.
all of them, maybe with the exception of Dynasty, maybe.
For me, I thought it was better than Love Gun. I
Okay.
thought it was better
Okay.
than Love Gun,
Okay,
and I thought it was better than Dynasty.
right.
But yeah, the rest of them, no.
No. But again, it sold 4 million copies. Oh, they praised that album.
It's a great
You
record.
know? Yeah.
Steve,
Yeah.
it's awesome. Dug it. All right, real fast. How much time we got? I hate to keep doing this, but how much time we got? All right, real fast. We'll do best lyric real fast, and then because we did worst lyric last week, we're gonna do best lyric, worst lyric, but this is gonna be best lyric because we did all worst lyrics last week. Christopher!
Best lyric. I really like this lyric because at the time, 1980, you wouldn't think they would have said something like this, but I just need a will of my own and the balls to stand alone.
Oh,
I love it. It's corny.
Well,
but
I know, but it, dude,
coming from them,
it
it's
meant
like,
a lot to
wow.
me back then.
Yeah.
At that time, it
Yeah.
meant a lot to me. That
Yeah,
time.
10-year-old
Hold on,
me was
hold
all
on.
about
Right.
that. Yeah.
Hold on 1 second. I got a question. What album is that from?
That is from The Elder.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Which Christopher mostly hates.
I don't hate it. There's a few songs on there I really like, and I is one of them.
Elders in my top 5. I said it last week, and I'll say it again. It's in my top 5.
Right, and what do you got?
I got from the
From
Elder.
the Elder.
From the Elder. Like a blade of a sword, I am forged in flame, tempered steel. Fire bright to the night I take, I fear not. Now compelled by something I cannot see, I go forth, surrender to history. Great lyric. Great lyric.
That's good.
It's good. That's solid.
Whoa! And that is from The Oath, from the album Music from the Elder.
Music from the Elder, 1981.
Now, you got to remember all these songs, even the one that Chris just kind of told you about, they're all with a purpose. It's from a concept album in 1981 called Music from the Elder. And they kind of, all these songs were written to be cohesive, to tell a story. So it's something like they've never done before or since.
Absolutely. Easy.
You'll see.
You got something? Just go ahead.
Yeah, I got something for you. I was born on Olympus, a modern day man of steel. I gather darkness to please me,
Oi.
and I
Command
you to kneel before the.
God of Thunder.
I don't think there's ever been more genie lyrics.
That's
Yeah.
a very. Even though Paul wrote it.
Yeah, it's still though. Yeah.
Paul wrote it.
Yeah.
Man, you guys went like super. Like you went super. Well, you went super uplifting as well. But and then you went super elder.
Super Elder.
And then the God of Thunder is super elder as well. Because
Correct.
it's the
It is.
same kind of tune.
Yes.
For me, I'm gonna go the direction of half and half, I guess. I'm gonna go Creatures of the Night. Creatures of the Night. Remember when the clock strikes 12, the losers always win.
Great tune. Great.
Which
great
is a wonderful, especially at that point in the song. It's super, super uplifting if you're kind of this loser kid in 1982.
Which I was.
Which is, yeah. I was as well.
I was
This
4.
loser kid, yeah, in 1982, but I love that lyric. I
Yeah.
don't know where we're going, just know where we've been. Remember when the clock strikes 12, the losers always win. It's a
great tune.
super, super dope tune, especially when that song is so heavy and they
Yeah.
are super, super heavy.
Yep.
All right. That's fantastic.
Yes.
We are super dope.
Love
All
it.
right, real fast, check what you're listening to. What are you listening to right now, Chris?
Liliac. We see and Steven saw them at Vamped right before they closed. They are a goth metal band who is comprised of all brothers and sisters.
Right.
Their father is their manager. The lead singer, Melody, chops. I sent you some of
Yep.
their songs. She's got some
Absolutely.
chops.
She can sing,
I like the
man.
female lead singers. I also like, they've been around a while, but Hailstorm, Lizzie Hale has an incredible voice.
Yep.
I like the female lead singers, man.
And she's easy on the eyes
Yeah,
too.
she is.
Hailstorm
Yeah,
chick.
not entirely
Ooh.
unattractive.
Woof. Madonna me.
my.
Peasy! What you listening to? Oh, the Mark
The late,
Lanigan
great
Band.
Mark Lanigan.
Is that vinyl?
It is.
Nice.
It is. Recently reissued, the 20th anniversary of the Bubblegum album. Although I've been listening to his whole catalog lately, I've just
I
been
love
on a
Mark
Mark
Lanigan.
Lanigan kick. Probably, he's not probably, for sure. One
Is
of
it
my
the city on there?
You hit the cities on here, yep. One of my favorite male voices, bar none. Rock and roll, any genre you could think of. His voice just hits me
He's a
right
Johnny.
where I live.
He's a Johnny Cash of our generation. Is Mark Lanigan? He's
just so-
his voice is fantastic.
Right. And this album in particular is just front to back, just jam after jam after jam. Not all of them fast, some of them quite slow and dirgy.
Yep.
But I like that.
But it's cool.
Nice.
I like that.
But
So-
listen, especially this cat here, just by his look, you can tell that he loves like slow. Like it's a
Like Godsmack?
It's a look. No,
Godsmack?
not
No?
Godsmack. I mean, it's more acoustic guitar.
Stained. How about Stained?
No, not Stained,
Stained?
either.
No? Okay.
dude.
I'm trying to make some
Shane doesn't
comparisons.
like those bands,
That's
man.
I know he doesn't. That's why I'm naming
Never
them.
mind. All right, go ahead, Steve.
Okay.
But Bubblegum by Mark Lanigan Band is fantastic. Thank you, Peasy.
Well, I'm glad it doesn't have to be anything current because
Whatever you're listening to.
I'm wearing the shirt, guys. I've been listening to these guys since '93. I would have to go with Tool. They're always on my playlist, always, and it doesn't matter what album.
Yep.
It really doesn't. I don't.
Yep.
I don't go to any one album in particular. You could put them on random, whatever pops up. I'm going to listen to it.
Yep.
Tool is one of those exceptional bands where they haven't missed yet.
And that's my favorite album by them.
Which, well,
Lateralis.
is
my
Lateralis.
favorite.
Correct.
Yeah, Lateral. Well, however you want to say it. Like I always say Lateralis.
Yeah,
You can say Lateralis.
Lateralis.
But Tool is an absolutely wonderful, wonderful group.
Yes, they are.
For me, real fast, The Hives. Anything The Hives. The Hives Forever. Forever The Hives I've been listening to lately. What did I give you, Pete? I sent you something that was dope.
You
The
did.
Mainliners.
The Mainliners.
The Mainliners is a punk band from Los Angeles, California. That's fantastic. I've been listening to a lot of X. I've been listening to a lot of weird things because that's what I do. And of course, Queens of the Stone Age, anything.
Yes,
Just
sir.
put that on and
Good band.
enjoy.
You got me into them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Album by
band.
album, I listened to them, and I gave you my report
Absolutely.
on every album.
You listen to every real fast. Chris listened to every Queens of the Stone Age record backwards, like the newest one in Times New Roman first, self-titled last. He goes, the self-titled is my favorite record, which is hilarious. But that's neither here nor there. But that does it for us here at the Plaster Casters. We had a wonderful time performing for you. This is the second episode, and join us here next time for this fantastic conversation that we have, and we will be having every week here at the Plaster Casters. My name is Shane. That is the Peas. That is Steven, and that is Chris. We do what we do because
We
it's
love it.
all that we do, and we love it. Thank you, and join us next time.
Thank you.
Hey now.
Great end.
Shit.
I almost couldn't get my lyric out. You were singing along to it. I'm like,
Can I do Am I doing it now? I love you, Eva! Ooh.